Oh dear Lord, the Sky are screwed. The Sky are screwed. You might say the sky is falling. But yeah, the Sky GM has come out. Apologies there. The Sky GM has come out and talked about the team's bad start, and there are some things that I'm like, oh dear God, this team is screwed.
The Chicago Sky didn't just throw Angel Reese under the bus. They revved the engine, floored it, reversed back over her, and then looked straight into the nearest camera to make sure the whole thing made SportsCenter. When your general manager, Jeff Pagel, publicly drops the line, "We need more out of you," while naming you specifically, that's not constructive criticism. That's a carefully orchestrated hit job. That's the basketball equivalent of slapping someone across the face with a press release. It's less about motivation and more about making a statement. The Sky is frustrated and Angel Reese is officially the lightning rod.
Yeah, it's going down in Chicago. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus? Jeff P. said he's had enough of missed layup.
Angel Reese strutted into the WNBA with more confidence than Kanye at a fashion show and attracted about as much media frenzy as Taylor Swift showing up at an NFL game. She wasn't just a rookie. She was the Kai Barbie decked out in charisma, drenched in hype, and carrying expectations so heavy. You'd think she was hauling championship trophies on day one. Fans were sold a dream, a walking headline, a brand in motion. But fast forward a few games and suddenly the Chicago Sky front office is treating her like a clearance rack Barbie with scuffed heels and missing accessories.
Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Again. And I had just complimented Angel Reese for being efficient. I had just complimented Angel Reese for putting together a respectable performance. Of course, the Chicago Bravado, they still got their ass kicked, but that doesn't matter. All that matters to the lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media is that she looks good. But like I told you guys the other day, an excellent performance from Angel Reese, it is rare.
The general manager, Jeff Peglower, who, let's be honest, isn't exactly known for his finesse, decided to skip the usual coach speak and go full scorched earth. In a live press conference, he didn't bother with vague platitudes or blanket statements like, "The whole team needs to step up." Nope. Jeff grabbed the mic like it was a courtroom drama, stared down the media, and fired a direct shot. "We need more out of Angel Reese." Not a whisper, not a hint. He called her out by name under the spotlight, leaving no room for interpretation. Subtlety that left the building with last season's merch.
It's a long season, a lot of game left, but this is unexpected and I've been very disappointed. General Manager Jeff Pagliocca told the Sun Times as he sat in seats at Barclays Center watching his team's morning shoot-around. "We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made." His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they allowed a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
And if you thought that was spicy, that was just the appetizer. What happened behind closed doors made that look like a polite brunch. According to insiders, things went absolutely nuclear. Voices were raised to glass-shattering depth. Fingers were pointed like weapons. And chairs were allegedly shifted in ways that suggested they were this close to being thrown. The walls of the locker room might still be vibrating from the fallout. It wasn't just a post-game meeting. It was a full-blown group exorcism disguised as a team talk. Think team therapy session minus the therapy plus a generous helping of unresolved tension.
So this was it. Let me start it over here. So Angel Reese's hair was pulled and she immediately, oh my God, she pushed the player. Camila Cardoso stepped in. Come on, bro. This is bad. This is bad. Angel Reese did speak to reporters immediately after the game. Check out what she had to say. Roll the footage, man.
And I kind of been a passer all my career. I came out of high school as the number one wing, and trying to get back to that, trying to get back to being super versatile. And Tyler made that emphasis early on in the season. And I didn't understand it, and I really was kind of confused and trying to figure it out, and I'm still figuring it out.
Now, to be fair, Angel Reese hasn't exactly been torching the Nets this season. In 2025, she's putting up 10 points per game on a chilly 35% shooting from the field. She's still crashing the boards like a bulldozer on a mission, averaging 12 rebounds per game. Credit where it's due. But let's be real, rebounding alone doesn't win games when you're clanking wide-open layups like it's a free throw contest for bricks. If we had $1 for every point-blank shot she's botched this season, we could probably pull enough cash to buy the entire Chicago Sky front office and still have change for a hot dog. Compare that to her rookie campaign. 6 points a night on a slightly more respectable 39% shooting. Sure, it wasn't exactly Steph Curry level efficiency, but no one expected her to splash threes from the logo. What we did expect was for her to make the easy shots, especially the ones within 3 feet of the rim. Instead, it's been a frustrating mix of hustle, hype, and missed opportunities. The potential's still there, but at some point, potential needs to translate into production. Otherwise, all that swagger just starts to look like smoke.
But the point is, you're posting this, you've got a game at 11 a.m. Central Time, and you are a 6'3" forward shooting 36% from the field, and you're averaging over 3 points less a game than you were last year, and you can't even get a block shot at your height. You're also, by the way, down a rebound and a half a game. And this is what you're worried about, is social media chatter. And look, she must... I think here's the thing. She must love this. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep crashing out and posting things like this. Guys, this is cringe.
Whoever came up with the rebounds thing, y'all ate that up. Because rebounds, rebounds, anything that comes off that board, it's fine.
But Jeff wasn't just crunching stats or reading box scores. Oh no, this was much deeper. This was about accountability, the corporate buzzword that usually means someone's about to get politely roasted in public. She's had some great games, he said with all the enthusiasm of someone trying to compliment a salad at a steakhouse, and some games that haven't been her best. That's GM speak for we're pacing holes in the carpet backstage while publicly pretending everything is fine. But then came the cherry on top, the PR gold nugget. We need her to help us in other ways, too. Oh, really, Jeff? What ways are those exactly? Running halftime trivia, handing out foam fingers. Because if Angel Reese is now expected to be the franchise's spiritual mascot, that's new. But let's be honest, other ways in basketball isn't code for makeup tutorials or posting motivational quotes on Instagram. It means doing the dirty work, hustling on defense, diving for loose balls, bringing fire to the huddle. It means energy, grit, and leadership. The invisible glue that holds a struggling team together. And when that jump shot isn't falling, those are the things that separate the good from the great.
Is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, we need more out of you. Now I'm scrolling through Twitter, doing my thing. You guys know how I do. Got the air breezing through my hair in those Twitter streets. I do. And I take a look and I see something that catches my attention. The Chicago Sky make a request to Angel Reese amid losing streak. Interesting. What is this request?
Let's not forget the irony here. The Chicago Sky are flailing with a 2-6 record, surrendering a league-worst 90 points per game and clanking shots at a tragic 39% from the field. But somehow the front office decided it was time to toss Angel Reese under the bus like she personally deflated the basketballs. Forget that Courtney Vanderloot, one of the most experienced playmakers in the game, is sidelined for the season. Forget that coach Tyler Marsh built an entire offensive scheme around Camila Cardoso, who by the way has been about as reliable as a dollar store umbrella in a hurricane. But sure, let's pretend Angel Reese is the entire problem. At this point, you have to ask, is this even about basketball anymore, Or is it about branding and optics? Angel was marketed as the savior, the Gen Z magnet. The TikTok queen meant to revitalize fan engagement. She was supposed to bring the LSU magic and NCAA glory to the pros. But when you're bricking layups and trailing by 20, nobody's buying merch or watching lip-sync TikToks. Branding is cute, but buckets matter. And right now, Angel's brand is getting dragged harder than Kane Clark trying to draw a foul.
It says here, guys, that the general manager, Jeff Pagliocca, is it Pagliocca or Pagliosa? You guys know I'm bad with names. But pretty much, he's opened up the publications about his team's performance and shared his thoughts on how Angel Reese could contribute more to their team's goals, and admits he's disappointed with the start to the WNBA season. What did you expect, Jeff? You sold your future for the present. You really had in your head that Angel Reese is a #1 talent. She's a superstar. And you guys continue to inflate her head, inflate her mindset, which feeds the mentality